Today is not important. The day we are reviewing for today's daily log is important, and that is March 1st, 2020, which landed on a Sunday. So you can see the numbers here on the screen for my glucose numbers. They were okay. I went a little bit out of range. I didn't do any exercise. I had a full day of activities. And today what we're going to do in our daily log is the same thing we do every day, and we're going to cover over the inputs that I put into my body, the outputs, the results of those inputs, and anything else that happened that was unique or different. This is a daily log that I use to track my reversing type 1 diabetes journey. Okay? If you know of someone that has successfully reversed type 1 diabetes, let me know. And just let me know in the comments. There's some news stories out there that really hype stuff up where people can get off of insulin. I've gotten off of insulin. Usually those happen with people that have gotten type 1 diabetes as an adult, like me. And they were in some form of honeymoon period where they still produce some insulin by the pancreas, like me. So by changing their diet, usually the success stories are either to a whole food plant-based diet, like me, or to the extreme opposite of the whole food plant-based diet, which is the carnivore diet. I've heard that too. So I'm very interested in how both ends of the extremes are having success there. There's got to be some kind of thread. And the thread is the standard American diet in the middle there is really, really bad for you. So anyway, that's all an aside. Let's get into today. So we're talking about Sunday's food, insulin, experiments, anything that was new or different, blood glucose, feeling and mood, and the energy. Okay, so let's start with our food. So Sunday morning kicked off with a little bit of coffee. I just felt in the mood to have coffee, had the jazz going, and I had a little bit off schedule here with some grains. I did some Ezekiel cinnamon raisin toast with some Miyoko's butter, which is very, very, very tasty. It looks extra burnt here. It was burnt for sure, but it tasted better than it looks to me right now. And then I snacked on a little bit of almonds a little bit later, and I had my digestive supplements. I ran out of chlorella at this point. This is the last of the chlorella that I had. And I ordered more chlorella, and I got sent moringa, which to the Amazon Now defense, whoever picked it up, it looks really similar in terms of the branding, something green in a bowl, but it's the moringa powder and not the chlorella tablets. So I am adding moringa to my smoothies, but I still need to stock up on my chlorella. Okay, so that was my inputs in the mornings. Now in the morning, you could see I was coming off a little bit of a night where I was a little bit elevated. So I woke up around here, so I was just below my range of 140. I had a little bit of that, and I did have 2 units of insulin, but I didn't do any exercise, so I still shot up and kind of hung up out of range there for about 2.5 hours. That's not ideal. Got to remove that from my numbers there. So the takeaway really is, if I'm going to do something that I know is higher carb, I have to commit before taking it. I have to commit to doing the 20-minute exercise and the 40-minute exercise. And if you don't know what those are really light exercises where I do 50 squats or 50 push-ups or 50 jumping jacks or something, or a 20-minute walk. Okay? So you have to commit to the exercise before taking the carbs, because sometimes I want some comfort food. I want to slip into that comfort zone, but I'm so tired or whatever that I don't want to do the exercise, so I just have to choose in that moment to have something else to eat. Okay, so then next was we had some activities like a birthday party, so obviously I couldn't eat anything at the birthday party. But afterwards, we went to a friend's house to use the Beamer. It's a biohacking thing that like sends some kind of electrical signal through your body that stimulates your blood flow and pushes things into your it's very fine capillaries, which there's a lot of capillaries. It's like 70% or something of your veins and arteries are these little tiny ones. So it stimulates that. So I did a couple sessions of that, and they had some homemade ceviche, vegan ceviche, which this one was really hot. It's nice cabbage based ceviche, and they had another one that was like garbanzo beans based, which was also very good. But again, I felt a little bit of victim to my old ways here. I love chips and salsa, so I had a little bit of this tostada shell with this, and then I took 2 units of insulin. And what's not pictured, this isn't the actual salad, but I did have a salad. It was romaine with the almond butter vinaigrette, some red onions. I think I had zucchini instead of the mushrooms and cauliflower you see here. I had a little bit of zucchini in there too. So really simple salad. Added some nutrients to my body, but and it was filling enough with a little bit of this that I had as well. So the result from a glucose perspective is I probably ate it around, was it that late? Around here. And you can see it brought me up a little bit into the evening. So my second dose was probably around here when I did the insulin. And then I chilled out the rest of the night. And my food, my dinner was really just one avocado. Because it was kind of closer to when I had my late lunch, and I didn't want to have anything that's going to boost my numbers over time or overnight. I want something that was a little bit filling, still would give me some energy, and so I chose an avocado. And so you can see from eating the avocado, which is probably around 8, right around here, it didn't even move my numbers up at all, which is pretty cool. That's why I love avocados. All right, so that was my food and insulin. Let's move on to our experiments here. So we have a new month for our experiments. The reason I had coffee in the morning is because I did not feel very energized. I did feel energized enough in the afternoon, in evening even, but that's from the coffee, so I'm not giving myself any X's for that. I did get 8 hours of sleep, I believe. Did not take a nap. I have been doing my red glasses. I'm sorry. This is last night, so I was driving at night. Can't wear the red glasses while driving. It's not safe. Let's see. And I wore it when I got into the house, but I'm going to take that away, actually, for me. I was asleep by 10, which was good. I did not wake up without an alarm. No exercise, which I don't like. And my body doesn't like it. I'm trying to do this experiment to get a formula down for people that do not exercise, but my body prefers to have some exercise in my day, so I'm going to have to work on that. I forgot to mention this, I did do 50 push-ups after I ate my ceviche, so that's probably why I went up a little bit and then kind of plateaued here. I think that was I probably did my insulin here and my workout to stunt my numbers so they stay lower for when the insulin hits. So that's right. Glad I tracked that. I did good with my hydration. I didn't get any sunlight really, other than going to and from a car. So I'm not. That kind of sucks. I did do my my affirmations from the feeling perspective. I didn't have my digestive supplements for lunch. I did coffee. I was not feeling stressed or depressed. I did all my vitamins. I do feel like there's a little bit of a tickle in my throat still, and I think it's affecting my energy levels. So it's hard to I mean, I did feel something, so it's not I did feel something, so I am gonna mark that as I'm battling an illness there. The only insulin that I did was after my lunch. Which is technically this, but it was late in the day, so whatever. And I didn't do any other medication stuff for the day. All right, so those are my experiments for the day. You might have noticed I removed the whole carb tracking stuff because I'm tracking it in another spreadsheet here. So, well, I should have been tracking it in another spreadsheet here, but yeah, it's just I wasn't filling it out, and it was just taking up space. So I removed it. I'm gonna have my I'm gonna start my new week today. We're gonna have all the macro stuff here. I'm gonna track this stuff very diligently, and figure out a formula for reducing fasting glucose for everybody. Okay, it's going to be a challenge, a 7-day challenge that I'm putting together. Okay, so that is the day, and now anything that's new or different. It was a little bit lighter day, just in terms of food, because I was out and about. My glucose was okay. Yeah, I did. I mean, the things that were new or different, I did, some bread, and I did that tortilla shell, which is corn with, it's fried in vegetable oil, probably corn tostada shell. So, yeah, that's the only thing that was a little bit different. A little bit lighter on general food intake, so lighter on the calories, and then those two things that are a little off schedule. Feeling a mood, I was still positive. It was a little bit low key after the kind of intense coffee rush faded. A little bit low key, but still positive, and had enough energy to operate. Right, it wasn't needing to fall asleep or anything, but it's just a little bit low energy and a little bit low key. I don't think my body was, again, still fighting that infection, which kind of reduces my energy levels. I'm still feeling it right now. So felt it a lot worse this morning, actually. Okay, so that is the day, guys. If you have any questions, or if you know someone that has reverse diabetes, please put a comment in there, link to some information, talk about the information, whatever it may be. I am on a quest to reverse type 1 diabetes, but along the way for type 1s is, there's things I'm learning for type 2s and type 1.5s, which kind of is what they call me. Type what is 1.5. And pre-diabetics, which is pre-type 2 diabetics. There's things I'm learning that are going to help everybody out, all areas of the diabetic spectrum. So link those things in the comments, or mention them in the comments, and I'll go look them up. Okay. Thank you for your contribution to my journey here. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. All right. Talk later. Bye-bye.